Welcome to Sports All In. I'm Coach Bunching Akot. Here with me is the president of Brunei Youth Dreamers. He's Coach Ali Temmar, okay, from Brunei. And of course, one of the best foreign student import that I've ever seen is Mr. Rodrigue Ebundo. Yeah, I guess so. I guess you better talk, in a French way. These two guys are French guys, so they introduce themselves in a French way.
Je m'appelle coach Ali Temmar. Je suis coach à Brunei dans une école qui s'appelle International School. Et je suis aussi le coach principal de Brunei Youth Dreamer, qui est associé avec Pinoy Youth Dreamer de coach Bojing. Je travaille au Brunei depuis 6 ans et j'entraîne des équipes de basket depuis que je suis arrivé à Brunei.
And now we will coach. That was Coach Ali of Brunei, but of course, one of my favorite import is this guy.
French or English?
French.
Ouais, moi c'est Rodrigue, comme le coach vient de le dire, je joue pour Centro Escolar University. I am from Congo, but I can speak French as you can see. On est là seulement pour de parler basketball et basketball, c'est tout.
When you talk about Rodrigue Ebundo, he's really the best, but when he's talking, he's very shy. But when he's inside the court, he's not. He always grab the ball, Okay, Coach, we were talking earlier about the other foreign student. We talk about Jakite, Chabio. Who do you think is the most impressive foreign student like you, upcoming?
In the UAP and CA?
UAP and CA, because SAS is doing well in Perpetual, right?
I think I have a couple of guys that I really like, but the number one, as you know, of course, it's Mbala.
Oh yeah, it's Mbala, but
him is the
he's not playing anymore.
Oh yeah,
right? The one that was going to play now.
Yeah. Chabio, of course, is the number one. Jakite is coming from UE.
Yeah.
Mike Harry from Lyceum to his.
Oh yeah, Mike. Yeah.
Mike Harry is really good. Donald from San Beda.
Oh yeah, Donald. Yeah.
I like him. I like the way he played. Prince Eze, of course.
Bright, yeah, UP. Who's the one, probably one of your favorite?
One playing now? My favorite ever since has been Bala so far.
No, the one playing now. Besides Mbala, because it's always going to be Rodrigue Ebundo and Ben Mbala. That's the matchup before.
Besides him, right now I can say.
Probably I'm putting you on the spot. It's
really hard.
Yeah,
I can say Mike Harry from Lyceum.
Mike Harry.
Yeah.
If based from your experience, do you think they can be like a national player the same you are if they work hard?
Of course they will. As a guy that I think can really play well at the international level, I think is Mike Harry can, because he can shoot outside now. I have been watching his games, recent games in NCAA. He's shooting threes. He's really improving his game day by day. So I think he can really make it, and also Chabio can make it. I think those are the two guys that I really think they can make it in the international level without problem.
You talk about the international level. You started here how many years ago? 5 years ago. 5 years ago, you were not that good. But now you're really a national player. Your skills has developed. What's your advice to Mike, Chabi, Jakite, for them to develop their skills, besides working hard? Because working hard is just one part of being good. But developing the skills itself is another one.
I think those guys now, they know that basketball is kind of their job, They know that they have a scholarship now. There are even some who are getting paid for it. So I think for them to make it international level, they really have to understand that, hey man, this is my job. This is what I'm really going to do. So yeah, you just have to be serious with it, and I know they are because I have been watching them like in the social media, like really focus on what they are doing, and I think they can make it. They're about like playing in the international level. They just have to understand how it works there.
Yeah, for them to be more familiar of what's happening in international competition.
They just have to be more familiar about it, and because there's a big difference between playing here and playing international.
Yes, since you talk about playing international, Coach, you've been in Brunei for a couple of years already. So 6 years. So what's the level of competition and the level of skills of Brunei and Philippines? How do you gauge it?
It's day and night, to be honest with you.
Day and night. Wait, can you expound what's the
mean,
day and night?
If you talk about Asian basketball, certainly the Filipino basketball is the best one. For me, I don't know too much the Chinese basketball, but in South Asia, the Filipino basketball is the best one we can find. Why? Because I think in the Philippines, since now decades, we have been developing good programs, and we have been working on the philosophy of basketball: hard work, discipline, practice. Practicing regularly. Something which is missing in Brunei. Why Brunei now is at a low level is because there is not real program to help the kids to get better, and as well because the motivation of the kids is not the same one than in the Philippines. In the Philippines, anybody at a young age will do anything to improve his basketball and to try to join the PBA. In Brunei, the motivation is very, very different. A lot of people who play basketball at these days do not understand that practicing 3-4 times a week is necessary.
Yeah, here in Philippines, Rodrigue, we practice like every day, right?
Oh man,
Yeah, practice and play.
It's super hard. I remember my days in CU with Coach Guy.
We talk about Coach Hege. How do you see him? As a coach. I know he's a hardcore coach. He will push you to the limit. That's why you're so good now.
Of course.
Yeah, because he really tried to really develop you.
Of course.
So can you just tell us what your experience? The very first day you stepped inside the court, what happened?
The very first day I stepped on the court playing with under Coach Guy. I knew it already that it wasn't a joke. It was really serious, man. I was there to work, only work. It wasn't about like having fun. Of course it was like having fun, but I really knew it. I was there for something really very important for me because
that's going to be for your future.
He really showed in our practice that it's not that hard to accept those like suffering and hard work, because if you suffer now, of course tomorrow you're gonna be enjoying.
Yeah.
Like now,
if you really work hard now, the future is gonna be bright for you.
Yeah, because such a guy, he really trained us to the limit. He brought us to a limit that we didn't really, as me, every time I go to practice with other teams, I'm like, are you guys really practicing or just making fun? No, practice was like, everything was serious.
Serious.
It was really serious at the discipline.
In one practice, how many hours do you practice with Coach Hege?
It was only 2.
2 hours?
Only 2 hours.
It's just like the quality of practice.
Only the quality of practice. We start at 8 a.m. we finish at 10.
That's it.
The quality of practice was really high level basketball.
High intensity training.
Intensity and everything about the discipline on the court. Like even him, before the practice, he was telling us, guys, I am only asking you for two hours of sacrifices and discipline. That's all. It was only 2 hours.
Nice.
Not more, not less. But like, except that he had other programs, like you were like telling us like to go for extra practice and shooting every day.
Ah, that's yours already.
Yeah, no.
For you to improve, or he is asking you also to do some extra?
Like, there were moments that you can feel a little bit like tired or you don't really want to do it, but he was there to push us.
Yeah.
There were a system like, if ever it comes to the court like in the afternoon and doesn't see you on the court, the next morning you're gonna be punished. So
He's gonna bench you.
not
If
bench,
in the game.
No, it's not
Nah.
bench. You gotta be running suicide.
Oh, suicide,
Yeah.
man.
So
Planting rice.
you really have to know that in the afternoon
It's
you have
more-
to be in the gym to shoot.
It's more on the discipline side.
Yeah. It was more about the discipline side.
So that's what's like a father, you know, like a dad tells you, hey, your son, you gotta be in the court in the afternoon. You gotta do your shooting. If you don't do it, you know, your dad's gonna get mad.
Yeah.
So he's like that, right?
Yeah, kind of was like that.
Yeah. I like Coach Hege. Coach, you see the work ethics of the practices of Rodrigue. You know, do you think Brunei can catch up with that kind of attitude?
Definitely. Yeah, I think with the right people, they can do it. I mean, for me, it depends on the coach. If the coach knows what to set to make his play better, then we can definitely get the attitude to the kids. I think it's going to be hard because the context is not the same. Here in the Philippines, basketball
It's like every day,
it's
you know,
like everyday
it's in the
life.
street.
It's like in the blood of the people.
Yeah, it's
In
in.
Brunei, it's not exactly the same. Let's talk about, for example, the economical situation of the country is really good. The kids, the families don't need really basketball to succeed. We know that here in the PBA, a lot of boys want to join the PBA because it's a way to succeed in life.
Yeah.
And basketball, it's a way to make money.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
you
a way
know
of
what I mean?
living.
Yeah, like football in France. Football in France is like the basketball here in the Philippines. For a lot of kids coming from the working class family, it's one of the few ways to succeed in the society. Then the kids work very hard for that. I will say that in Brunei, this aspect of the game does not really exist. This paradoxal economical and social situation does not push the kids to maybe do this effort for basketball. Education is more important for the kids in Brunei, I think.
Yeah, in Brunei, yeah.
But doesn't matter. I think for me, once somebody wants to improve in one field, let's talk about basketball. I think for the kids, it's very important to get the right coach, to let them know what they should do, and I think that's easily possible to set in Brunei. But I think we need more qualified coach, and this is why you will be always welcome to come to help us in the country. And already when you join the GIS for the camp, you have been doing a great job. We saw that straight after when we took class to the competition. When we did the GIS League, the boys really dominate the league for me. They play good basketball. Why? Because during 1 week with you, they have been learning so much. And they have been learning about, as I said before, some basic of the game, discipline, hard work, teamwork, you know. But hopefully during the next year, we will be able to do something great in the country.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for that. You know, working with Brunei Youth Dreamers. Anyway, Rodrigue, let's talk about PBA. Now, give it a chance. You know, when you're finished with schooling, you know, when you finish your masters. You know, Rodrigue Ebundo would like to have his master's degree. You know, that's what you call student athlete. That's what I like in this guy. He plays basketball to study. Now he finished his college degree, now taking up masters. Wants to take up masters. Let's just say you finish your masters. So, would you like to play for any PBA team? Give it a chance.
Yeah, why not? If ever I have a chance to play, why not? This will be amazing for me.
What team?
I don't really choose a team, man. A professional team is a professional team.
Okay, that's nice. I like your answer. It's very safe.
Yeah.
Now, given a chance, Philippines would like to have a naturalized player.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to be a naturalized player?
I would like, but for now it's not possible anymore because I play for the national team of Congo already.
Ah, so once you play for a national team of
You
Congo,
can't
you
change
cannot.
anymore.
You cannot change.
That's
But-
the rules.
But your future kid will be.
I don't want.
That was a joke. Anyway, coach, it was really nice, having this conversation with you guys. It's nice that you guys, from Brunei and from Congo, all of a sudden, a same language of French. It's nice you guys talking to each other, getting to know each other well. Hope we can, work together in the future. So, any parting words, coach, for your Brunei family? You're talking about the family in players,
If we
teachers.
talk about the basketball family in Brunei, for the people who knows me in Brunei, just wish that we are going to do better during the next years, because I think it's very important to work hard to improve the basketball there, and I still keeping hope, because I think of course we are far away from the basketball in the Philippines, but I know that we can do a great job in Brunei. Just hope to meet the right people to work on this journey, then we will see.
That's
but
nice.
just say hello to everybody.
Coach
Like that.
Ali would like to say hi to everybody from Brunei. Anyway, Rodrigue, any parting words to your friend from Philippines, even from your Congo family? You can speak in French. Can I say hi to the viewers is worldwide. Sports All In, yeah. So I'm pretty sure one of your friends can share it. They share it. It will reach your family.
First, I just like to start in English first with
Okay.
my friends here. I would just like to greet them, say hi, and they just have to. Those who are playing basketball, they just have to continue to do their job, playing and working harder. Those who are studying, you guys I just wish you better luck in your studies, and hopefully you make it through and fulfill your dreams. À tous mes frères congolais et tous ceux qui me connaissent, je vous salue seulement et j'espère qu'on va se revoir bientôt. That's it.
Just
Nice. Coach Ali, maybe you would like to say
because
French also?
no, because Rodrigue come from Congo,
Yeah.
and we were talking about Yannick Bokolo,
Yeah.
who used to play in the French national team, and he's a professional basketball in the Croix en France. And Yannick Bokolo comes from the same country than Rodrigue. Then Yannick, si tu regardes la vidéo, si tu peux aider mon copain Rodrigue, ce serait une bonne chose.
Like to say hi to your family?
Ma famille en France, alors, je sais pas si elle
In
va voir la
France,
vidéo,
sorry.
mais si ma famille me regarde, salam alaikum, et j'espère vous revoir bientôt.
Oh, nice. I don't want to talk in French. I only know a few words. What is it? Kamatalabu?
Ça va très bien.
Tribianux.
Merci beaucoup.
And Baradu Lababu. That's not part of the French anymore. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. It's fun to be with Coach Ali and my favorite player, Rodrigue. Maraming salamat. Thank you for watching Sports All In. This is a very special episode. Thank you.